Averted with this Troper. I don't care that none of the girls I know are at all in geeks. I've accepted being single and stopped being angsty about it.
This is this Troper's only hope. Why, yes, he's lonely.
This Troper himself was somewhere between an otaku and someone uninteresting. Girl comes in, mildly cute, but she did fit some of my fetishes. Asian, ponytail, flashes, no reveling cloths, and was somewhat fit. She was also a weird yaoi fanfic writer, as I unfortunately stumbled upon. I got over that after a few days, but then I saw something that made me forget the yaoi. She was a mech fan and a gamer. We connected fast. We even developed a sort of trading system. She helps me farm and power level, and I help her write her yaoi.
This Troper wishes it was true, just because of a small difference.
This Troper hopes one day this trope applies to him, a huge geek, though I do try to be personable. However, years of ingraining the notion that geeks are socially worthless have, like any statement told often enough, made him believe most women won't, and thus making him hesitant to actually ask one out of pure, primal terror.
This Troper, ever since discovering this wiki.
This Troper spends most of his time on his computer and actively avoids personal social interaction and going outside.
After being repeatedly dehumanized, backstabbed, assaulted physically and emotionally, treated as an obstacle, treated like trash for the most petty of reasons, and not being believed by most adults who are charged to protect and help me, this Troper became one willingly. However, upon reading the article and hearing horror stories from Mom's Japanese friend, I'm nowhere near Hikikomori level. This Troper is a major otaku with hikikomori signs and psychologically troubled. She hates the fact that she fits the otaku or psychopathic freak stereotype. She also has trust issues, OCD, hates everyone in her school, and is deathly afraid of drugs, alcohol, smokes. After several betrayals, he grew a beard, lost weight, became darker and edgier overall. Mistrust, anger, despise, those feelings became a major point of his personality, even so much as comparing himself to fictional characters like Rorschach. Well, one day, he received a text message from his aunt saying she loved him. The following day, a woman smiled at him and thanked him just for helping her with her baby buggy. That brain bleached this trope, converting him into his former and true self. An upbeat altruist who thinks that saving one person is worth as much as saving the world.
This Troper finds that being himself outside of his home just causes people to call him out on his severe Wang sting. Then leave him alone when they realize it's never going to change him. When he arrives at a new school, he will tend to avoid everyone, leading to people assuming he's a freak. He might occasionally try to act normally in this period, but it always fails because he's severely out of touch with his own generation. But this never lasts more than a year or so because he has a huge desire to be seen as special. So he acts very oddly, generally earning the reputation of being extremely weird.
This Troper has the minor problem of being seriously screwed up inside. I'm vegetarian, which means I have to explain why I'm vegetarian. And I like ethics, and I often fantasize about going around killing mentally disabled people, babies, and black people.
This Troper tries his best to be himself and mostly works, except when the obsessive, clingy, selfish, whiny, attention-seeking, irresponsible side of him with major anger, anxiety, abandonment, and rejection issues starts shining through.
This Troper has to avert this hard. People tend not to like you when you are horrifically blunt with little to no sense of decorum and a profound lack of empathy. Instead, I just retreat from most social situations in order to avoid all of the unnecessary faux pas.
This Troper knows that most of the time being yourself is not a good idea. Should this Troper be himself, he'll be a chaotic, neutral, nightmare fuel station attendant with Cloud Cuckoo Lander tendencies that heighten the nightmare fuel. His mask is a more well-adjusted Cloud Cuckoo Lander with an unhealthy obsession with tropes and is a chivalrous pilot. Guess which personality society prefers? Now guess why this Troper hates animalistic shows that screams at you to be yourself.
This Troper is subversion, and that she can't not be herself, because she's the world's worst liar, and she sees no point in trying to be something she's not anyway. She's tried to imagine what it'd be like to let people's insults affect her self-esteem, just for curiosity's sake, and come up blank every time. Overall, this has not earned her anything but seething hatred, compounded by the fact that she thinks the people who attack her for no reason are all idiots. Ironically, she's very non-confrontational.